The next Bible moves we're going to learn are the books of poetry. Now, the first one is about a man named Job. Job had a very difficult time, and because of his time, he cried, okay? He lost all of his family, all of his worldly goods, but he never lost his faith in God. So for Job, we take our two fingers and trace down our cheeks like that, and we say, Job. It helps if you frown, too. Job. Very good, because that talks about Job's story. Very good. The next book is Psalms. First of all, we make a harp with our arm like this, and imagine that there are strings going up and down. Then we pluck those strings, because this is how David played his harp and sang when he quoted his Psalms and sang his Psalms. So we do that and we say together, Psalms. Loud and clear, Psalms. Very good. The next book is Proverbs. Do that with me. Proverbs. Now the book of Proverbs are many, many different good ideas. They're short and they're to the point and they're wonderful wisdom for all of us to know. So that's the book of Proverbs. Do that with me once more. Proverbs. Very good. Now, the next book is Ecclesiastes. We put our hands up like this and shrug our shoulders. Because in Ecclesiastes, the person who wrote it asked why a lot. And there's a lot of questions in the book of Ecclesiastes, a lot of questions that maybe we won't have answers to, but sometimes that's the best way to learn. So we do that and say Ecclesiastes. Say it once more with me. Ecclesiastes. Very good. Now the fifth book of poetry in the Bible is Song of Songs. Do that with me. Song of Songs. We trace a heart in the air because this book, it's also called the Song of Solomon, tells about the love of a man and a wife, a husband and a wife. It also can be seen as the love that God has for His people, you and I. Okay, so that's Song of Songs. Now let's do those 5 books of poetry. Here we go. Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Songs. Very good. You may be seated.